Hi guys, in this video you will get familiar with basics of MS Project, how we can define a project, how we can define the tasks, how we can find the Gantt chart, and also critical path and critical activities. You will also get familiar with different views, introducing different type of calendars, working days or working hours today. You have the information for one example for tutorial. I will go through some basics first, and then you can work on your own, develop the WBS or work breakdown structure for a project, develop the network for that project, and calculate early finishes, late finishes, or early start and early finish of each task, and at the end the whole project. Basically, when we start working with Microsoft Project, we enter the tasks in this area, and then we need to enter information about the duration of the task, or if we have any specific date for start or finish of the tasks. I start with entering the first task. Let's put this one name of the project. I will have a new project development project, for example, here. And then I will go on to write down the tasks that we will do in this project. Basically, when we work on a project, we have the hierarchy of different tasks and different groups of activities that we do. So starting from the first one, the first step is to have some sort of R&D work, to do some research, for example, market research, checking the situation for competitors and so forth. So I just call this group of tasks being R&D work. You can see here that in this column, whenever I enter a task, you see this question mark here asking us to enter the information for start and finish of the task manually. We can change it to automatic set, and we can do that through options down here, and then in schedule here we can have instead of manual scheduled, have it as auto scheduled. So every single time we don't need to manually enter the start date and finish date, it will calculate by itself. In R&D work, we will do a group of tasks. Just for simplification, I call them task RD1, and then the next one task RD2. You can see that right now what we have in this side, it's different from what we had on top. They changed to be automatically scheduled. We can also choose this one and change it to auto schedule here, so it will calculate by itself. But these two tasks are under the category of under R&D work. So we need to put this one on the R&D, and for doing that, we choose these two, and then up here we will add some indent for these two tasks. It will automatically assign these two on the R&D work. Next group of tasks are related to, for example, selecting supplier. And you see whenever I enter this that it goes automatically under R&D work, but it's not part of R&D work package. So I outdent this one, and it comes one step on top of the previous tasks. Then the next one will be production, for example, and for production we also need to have some tasks here. Let's call them task P1 and task P2. Again, for these two we will have the indent. We also need to do some distribution or some legal work, let's say. So the legal work, and for legal work we send it again to the first level, and then we have the product launch in the market. You can see that all of these tasks are under the whole project, and we want all of them to be under this one. So I choose all of them, giving an indent, and they will all automatically go on the new product development project. So far, when we entered the task, we did not make any changes to durations of the task. I start with entering the duration for these subtasks, and then the duration of this top task will be calculated automatically. For example, we will have 2 days for this one, 3 days for the other one. Then for selecting supplier, it's it's a task in one higher degree. So we will just put this one, for example, 5 days, and then for production we have 1 day for this one, and then for the second task 2 days. Then for legal work, consider it 7 days, and production launch, let's consider that one also 5 days. You will see that when I finish with duration of all the subtasks, it automatically calculated duration of the project and also duration of each of those header tasks that we had. It also generated the start and finish, which are actually the early start and early finish of the project. At this stage, we can also give some code to these activities and also define the work breakdown structure. So instead of every time calling the task by its title, we can just call the code. To do that, we will go to Project tab, and then down here we have WBS. Define the code, and you can choose what type of code we want to have. For example, if we want to have the number type of code or letter type of code, being uppercase, lowercase, or something like that, I will choose numbered. And then for every single level in hierarchy, we want to say how they will be differentiated, and we can put different characters. Just let it be as it is with 1 dot, and we don't have any limitation for length of the project. It will automatically generate WBS code for every new task that we enter, and it will also make sure that we have a unique set of WBS codes. For example, if you enter a task in the middle of your project, somewhere in between, it updates the codes automatically. Just put OK. Now we want to see that WBS codes in this table. So I will go here, right click, and now I want to add a new column. So I insert a column. Now we can choose what this column is. And down here, I will choose WBS. So we have the WBS code here.